It's my 25th birthday today, and we're going on 3 days without power and electricity and heat. I've avoided taking showers so far, but it's 3 days, so kind of have to. Not even cold. Oklahoma is experiencing an ice storm, and when that happens, it rains, and then that freezes on the trees, and the limbs become very heavy, and so they break off, they snap, and we have a lot in our yard. But not just that, they snap over the power lines, and last time I checked, there was over 200,000 people without electricity. So it just sucks. How is it? These are my Superman underwear, and I only wear these when I run out of normal underwear, so they're my last resort. And I was wearing them when the power went out, and I put my laundry in. Unfortunately, didn't get to put it in the dryer. So this is day three of Superman's. Looks like Tim's having a rough go of it. Everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. My dad just came home to get some lunch for himself, and we convinced him that we needed to go out and get some lunch for us as well. We waited in line at Brahms to get some chicken strips. It was a pretty long drive-through line, and when we finally got up to the window to order, they told us that the computer was down. And then we went to Taco Bueno, and it turned out that what was actually happening was one by one, people would get to the ordering window, realize that nobody's there, and then drive away. And there was a pretty long line of people one by one doing that. And then eventually we went to Scooter's Coffee and they were open. Got a breakfast bagel and burrito. Unfortunately, they specialize in making the smallest sandwiches and burritos I'd ever seen, but that's all right. So I'm filming this on my phone and editing it on my phone, which I haven't done, so hopefully that turns out okay. But I had a pretty big, sentimental video planned for today, because it's my birthday, and that's not why, but I just figured might as well do something special, so I did, or at least I started to, but we haven't had power this is going on 3 days, so I I've only been able to edit a couple hours here and there when I go to my friend's place to charge all of our electronics. So that video, I mean, that'll come out next week. I hope it should be good. It's definitely something different. Not like a typical vlog. But yeah, I need to put something out today, and so I'm doing that. There is I guess I have an announcement. It's not really, I mean, kind of is just like a life announcement. So I'm 25 today, and I decided that I'm going to be sober for a year. No drugs or alcohol, and really what that just means is no alcohol and no weed. And, you know, haven't decided on coffee. So far I'm drinking it. But, yeah, just gonna cut out drugs and alcohol this year. And it's something that I've wanted to do and tried to do, but failed in the past. Like, I made it like a month, maybe 6 weeks, I don't even know. And this just seems like the right time. This seems like a great opportunity, since it's supposed to be a productive year off. And, you know, like, the number one killer of productivity is drugs and alcohol, really. I mean, not pulling that out of my ass. I'm just talking anecdotally, my experience. Hey! Had to cut this in there. Realized I forgot to say one other thing. Not only am I cutting out drugs and alcohol, gonna be sober for a year, I'm also, today, on my 25th birthday, a few days away from the election, I am deleting social media apps. Going to keep the social media accounts, going to get the apps off of my phone. And so if I want to post something, I'm going to just have to go on the internet, either on my laptop or probably on my laptop. Maybe on my phone. I don't know. But I'm deleting the apps because they don't make me feel good. Twitter especially. You know, like, I'll wake up and first thing I'll do is I'll check Twitter and immediately just put myself into a bad mood. And I even know that I'm doing it. You know, I'm laying in bed there like, this is not healthy. I'm angry now. And yet I do it every day. And so it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, just like being sober for a year. And I just haven't done it because, one, I need to post on social media for, you know, I make content, and that's where the content goes. So I justified it that way. Oh, you need to keep the apps. No, you don't. And I also justified it like, well, there's an election, I should be keeping up with everything that's going on. No. Why? You know, I'm not an undecided voter. I already know. I know who I'm gonna vote for. I don't need to see what's trending every day and see all the negativity. So I'm just gonna delete them. And it might mean that I post less on social medias. I don't really care. It's the best thing for my health. So, okay. Back to me sitting here exactly like I was, except 5 minutes ago. Boom. But I mean, I've watched a bunch of like interviews with some of my favorite artists, like John Mayer and a handful of other people that are sober now. And the way he described it, it's like he knows, like he can see his potential. He knows what his potential is, and you basically just had to, answer the question: do I want to live up to that potential or not? And if I want to, then I need to eliminate hangovers, and I need to eliminate, excuses. And it's not even really alcohol for me. It's more so just cutting out all weed, because it's gotten to the point where like I'll always smoke before I like watch a movie, which a couple years ago that was fine, that was fun and like exciting, like oh my god, it's gonna be so good. And now it's just like, okay, like the movie experience, like, isn't it? It's kind of dumbed down, like you're kind of dumb when you're watching it, and then the next day I don't even really remember what happened, and that's not good. If I want to write and make movies, I should probably be focused when I'm watching them and remember what I liked and what I didn't like. And really, it's, drugs and alcohol, when you really get down to it, it's just kind of an excuse to put off your responsibilities for a little bit. It's like, you know what? No, I can't do that right now. I'm drinking. Or, I'm not sober. I can't even worry about whatever the problem is. I don't know. Whatever task I need to get done. No, we'll do that tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, you kind of feel like shit. So it's just something I'm going to do. And it's, I wouldn't make a big deal of it. I'm trying not to really make a big deal out of it, but I do think that it helps to put it out there into the universe, let people know what I'm doing to keep myself accountable, and maybe you guys can keep me accountable. And it's not going to be a huge part of, I'm not going to be talking about it, I don't think, a lot. It's just kind of in my mind, it's just something that I'm not doing. It's not like it's not going to be a huge part of my personality. Yeah. Just thought you guys should know, and also wanted to make it public so that, anybody sees me not sober, I fucked up. Anyway, so yeah. Happy birthday to me. 25 years old. It's fucking freezing in here. My hands are cold. My feet are cold. And I've got a good video, I think, coming, next week. I wish I could have put it out today. Would have been a lot better, I think, to come out on my birthday, but doesn't really matter. It does open by saying today's my birthday, and I'm not going to cut that. I'm not going to change that. So, oh well. All right. See you guys next week.